Okay na? Okay, Mr. Colonel Valeroso, will you please read into the records the contents of your affidavit?
Yes, Your Honor. I, Police Senior Superintendent Jerry Crisostomo Valeroso, of legal age, Filipino, married, and resident of Caloocan City, after having been duly sworn to accordance with law, do hereby depose and state that I am a member of the Philippine National Police with the rank of Senior Superintendent. I was formerly assigned with the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group in the Philippine National Headquarters, Camp Crame, Quezon City. On October 1, 2016, I was informed that Nonilo A. Arile, an inmate of the New Bilibid Prison in Muntinlupa City, has executed an affidavit with the assistance of counsels from the Public Attorney's Office. The said affidavit Arile stated that he was my asset, whose responsibility was to submit information to me and time to time regarding drug transaction inside the National Penitentiary. Aforementioned statement is true. Sometimes in January 2014, I personally recruited Arile as a confidential informant. He was already my friend, neighbors, and brothers in religion, even before he was incarcerated. I believe as a former police officer assigned at the Western Police District Detective Bureau, his intelligence gathering skills and backgrounds in investigations and reporting would be essential to the anti-criminality drive of the CIDG. True enough, the information he relayed to us provided a clear understanding of the personalities and systems in the place with regard to the illegal drugs trade inside the NBP. As a religious leader, Arile has open access to all areas and all groups inside the NBP. He is able to mingle and speak to anyone without the slightest suspicion. And this is how he was able to obtain the information he relayed to me. I personally evaluated all information provided to me by Arile and forwarded the same to the CIDG for consolidations. In 2014, I also conducted surveillance operation inside the NBP maximum security compound through the assistance of Arile. Through Arile efforts, cope up with the rigorous verification process on our end, we were able to mount a significant anti-narcotic operation inside the NBP itself, the most recent of which was the successful bypass operations conducted inside the medium security compound on August 25, 2016. The operation yielded 25 grams of shabu and led to the filing of criminal complaints against 5 inmates. Through my own intelligence buildup, I personally witnessed the extravagant lifestyle of inmates inside the NBP maximum security compound. I noticed inmates with pistol braceletly tucked in their waistband. Gambling was open and the wages reached millions of pesos. I was able to watch billiard games within the stock, a funny stock of 1,000 pesos bills were just placed on top of the billiard table, and after the games were just carelessly thrown around. I know for a fact that the drug trade inside the New Bilibid prison is still alive and well inside the medium security compound. When the PNP Special Action Force took over the security of maximum security compound, the drug trade was simply transferred to medium security compound, wherein it is extremely convenient for the drug lord to sell shabu. This is possible because it is the prison guard themselves who bring in the drugs and pass them to the drug lords incarcerated therein. 4 of them are even known as the Innova Boys because of the Toyota Innova units given to them by the drug lords inmates. I am also much aware of the big-time Yale discreet drug lords inside the NBP who are known to the authorities and the public. They are Ben Marcelo, alias Ben Ulo, Willie Yang, Robert Lee, Ang Si, Willie Ang, Sam Lee Chua, and many others in fact. Nonilo Arile is very much close to Sam Lee Chua. Knowing the circulation of huge amount of money inside the NBP, I firmly believe that Sam Lee Chua was indeed in possession of 65 million pesos in cash inside his kubul merely week before the December 15, 2014 raid inside the NBP maximum security compound. It also not impossible that amount even more than 60 million pesos has gone missing. I am executing this affidavit to attest the truthfulness and veracity of the foregoing facts and circumstances. In witness whereof, I hear to affix my signature this
Okay na yan,
day.
okay na po yan. Okay na po yan. Affidavit, nasa record naman po yan. So, maraming salamat. We will now go to our...
Last witness.
Bakit? Kala ko, meron pang si Ragos. Si Ragos. Hindi, baka hindi na natin kaya.
Siguro isa na lang...
Kasi meron pa si General Bukayo tsaka Villasanta. No? So anyway,
if we could just for the last witness, because we have some more, pero ngayon, today, isa na lang muna si Colonel Marcelino.
okay, ano po ba ang purpose for which you are presenting Mr. Marcelino? Kasi may mga issue po, may mga objection. If you have heard some members of the committee, there are objections to his presentation as a witness, to his immunity. But then again, under our rules, the testimony must be germane to the subject matter of House Resolution 105. So, kung yan po ay hindi para sa 105, as the majority floor leader said, there are other committees that can take cognizance of this testimony so that we can abbreviate and or hasten the conduct of this inquiry, and we will let the other committees do their jobs. So, pakisabi po kung ano yung purpose ng kanyang testimonya so that the committee can rule whether or not he ought to be and should be heard in this legislative inquiry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Alam po ninyo, yung pong testify ni Colonel Marcelino is very, very relevant and as a matter of fact, very important. Kasi nung pong bago po mag-testify si General Benji Bangalong nung unang hearing ay nung po lamang namin na pagdugtong-dugtong kung bakit yung 19 lamang ang pinadala sa NBI at hindi kasama doon si JB Sebastian. Kaya po ito po bilang si Colonel Marcelino po ay ipipresenta namin upang sabihin niya na siya ay parte as a representative ng PDEA kasi nagkaroon ng parang memorandum of agreement between PDEA and CIDG as well as DOJ na umaasa itong dalawang police agencies na ito, PDEA and CIDG, na itutuloy nila yung pag-raid sa Bilibid. Naghintay po sila. At according to the testimony of General Magalong ay handang-handa na po sila at sinasabi niya kay Secretary de Lima kung kailan nila itutuloy. Pero ang sabi ni Secretary de Lima ay meron pa raw siyang gagawing meeting sa ilang matataas na mga tao. Pero nagulat itong mga ito sapagkat according to General Magalong, nag-conduct ng raid si Secretary de Lima nang hindi nalalaman ng PDEA at ng CIDG. So, yan po ang role ni Colonel Marcelino at meron po siyang attendance sheet na ipapakita na nagpapatotoo na siya ay talagang siyang naging representative doon ng PDEA. So, yan pong napakahalagang evidensyang yan na sinasabi ko nga na after General Magalong testified na doble ang lakas nung if ever kung criminal case man ito ng case ng prosecution sapagkat noon lamang namin nakita na kaya pala itong 19 lamang ang pinadala sa NBI ay upang masolo ni Sebastian ang drug trade inside the New Bilibid. So yan po ang testifyan ni Colonel Marcelino. So I believe that it's very relevant, very important for this hearing.
Mr. Chairman,
may
we know, Mr. Chairman, whether...
Sandali lang. Si General Acop raised his hand.
Mr. Chair, Congressman Ace Barbers objected a while ago, and I was not given the opportunity to object also. And I would like to state that I am also objecting to the presentation of Colonel Marcelino in this hearing. Number one, if you read the enumeration of statements that he has in his affidavit, it is not germane to the issue at hand. Number two, as stated by the Honorable Barbers, may kaso po ito doon. I think he filed a motion for reconsideration insofar as the decision of the DOJ is concerned. Number three, yun pong 19, yung rason, the reason why there were only 19 inmates who were separated, ay masasagot po siguro ng mga nagplano ng Oplan Galugad. And these people are here present today, this afternoon, Mr. Chair. Si Director Frank Bucayo and General Villasanta. As stated by General Magalong before, ang belief niya, ang nagplano ay si General Bucayo, si General Villasanta, and General Garbo. That was the last information that we got from General Magalong. So I object, Mr. Chair, to the presentation of Colonel Marcelino as a resource person in this hearing, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Addition lang po to, in addition to what the Congressman Acop has stated earlier, in support of the objections which I raised earlier. In deference to the good secretary, I've been reading yung kanyang affidavit, no, yung kay Colonel Marcelino. In fact, yung kanyang affidavit speaks of nothing about that testimony that the good secretary has mentioned. If I am to assess the value of the affidavit of Colonel Marcelino, it is nothing but a curriculum vitae or a resume of of Colonel Marcelino. Kasi sinabi lang niya doon yung kanyang accomplishment nung siya ay nasa PIDEA, etc., etc. I would like to support as well the manifestation of General Acop insofar as getting the valuable testimony of Marcelino is concerned. Siguro ilipat na lang dali na lang natin sa ibang komite. Doon sa Committee of Public Order and my committee, which I will probably be a joint hearing between our two committees.
Thank you for that, General.
In order to abbreviate our hearings for today. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Barbers. Before the Vice Chair, si Congressman Garbin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May we know whether Colonel Marcelino did file a copy of his written statement to the Secretariat without prejudice to the manifestation and objection of Congressman Ace Barber and Congressman Acop? May we also be furnished of that affidavit so that for our own appreciation?
Yeah. So, yun yung isang problema natin. Anyway, we can share this to the committee. Pwede na siguro. Pero, let me just go back to kay Congressman Acop and Congressman Ace. No? Would you like to convert your manifestation into a motion so that we can resolve this issue immediately?
Mr. Chairman, before we resolve that issue, we should also be furnish copies of those so that we will know.
Okay, hindi naman po natin pipigilin yung pero probably not in this hearing because there are objections to the presentation of this particular witness
Mr. Chairman,
in this hearing.
Then we cannot resolve whether the objection, because how will we vote on it if we do not
Wala
know?
pa rin hong motion na manifestation pa lang.
You
That's
are
why
asking for the
I
motion.
was asking either Congressman Acop and or Congressman Barbers if they would like to convert into a motion yung kanilang manifestation.
Before that, Mr.
Before
Chairman,
that, Vice Chair is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I really would like also to hear the testimony of Marcelino, but since there is an assurance that this can be treated in another committee, I can forgo with that. More importantly, Mr. Chairman, in the affidavit of Bucayo, General Bucayo, he stated in paragraph 19 that it was Secretary of Justice who decided not to inform CIDG about it. And number two, this testimony of witness Bukayo is corroborated by the September 30, 2016 affidavit of Arili, paragraph 10, where he also said hindi natuloy ito dahil pinigil ni DOJ Secretary De Lima. So with this, I think I have been making notes on the admissions in the respective affidavits so that for purposes of preparation of report, we can easily refer to the paragraphs mentioned in the affidavits of the witnesses. So I think, I don't know if you will still proceed with the motion, Your Honor.
Anyway, maraming salamat, Vice Chair. No? Pero actually, for the sake of transparency, let me inform Secretary Aguirre that I talked personally to this witness, Marcelino, who came voluntarily to my office and told me personally he does not want to be subjected or to be a witness to this hearing. So anyway, that is for your information. Why you are insisting on him, despite the presence of General Bukayo, General Magalong, and many others who have more things to reveal to us, is just, it haunts me. So anyway, do I hear a motion to dispense with the testimony of Marcelino, who wishes, who DOJ wants to be presented in today's hearing?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we adopt verbatim what you just said. And I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second to the motion? So any objection to the motion? There being none, the testimony of Marcelino is hereby dispensed with. Let him appear before the appropriate committee of the House, subject to the referral to be made by the Rules Committee and the Majority Floor Leader. So, so ordered.
Mr. Chairman, just a short interjection.
Thank you.
I'd just
okay.
like to take this opportunity to inform the DOJ and to ask, if not to reprimand Attorney Acosta, because in several occasions, on several news forums, I've seen Attorney Acosta with Colonel Marcelino. Ang point lang ho dun, may kaso ho nasa DOJ under MR, and they've been discussing merits of this case. I'm afraid that this might be used as basis for sub judice. Kaya let me just inform the good PAO chief to refrain from speaking about the merits of the case in all their media appearances, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you for that. May I request, may I give this opportunity for...
Mr. Chair, para minsanan na lang po.
Sige po,
May we know
Congressman
also who is the lawyer of Colonel Marcelino?
are you in a position to answer
Yes,
that?
Your Honor.
Sige,
The
please.
private lawyers, I think Manalo withdrawn from his case and were furnished of the withdrawal. And under our law, in the executive of service, the PAO may be called upon by government authorities to render such service to other persons. Nasa PAO Luhuyan, Republic Act 9406. So anybody who has an urgent need, because his case was already dismissed by the DOJ, and his motion or petition for bail was granted by RTC Quezon City. And upon motion for reconsideration by the PIDEA, the past individuals during the past administration, it was recently granted on last week, I think. The following day, Senator De Lima had a press con about Marcelino. So Marcelino, out of urgency, he will be incarcerated right away if we won't file an omnibus motion for suspension of the arrest,
So,
suspension
can you
of the...
go straight to the point? You
Yes, sir.
are the lawyer of
The Public
Marcelino.
Attorney's Office, Your Honor. Anybody can ask for
Okay, so
help in urgent
the PAO,
cases.
no,
Yes, Your Honor.
upon your direction is
Yes, Your Honor.
the lawyer, okay?
Yes,
But
Your Honor.
there is another manifestation.
Mr.
Are
Chair,
you
may
done?
if I remember the law creating the PAO, ang una po niyong kliyente ay indigent. At kung hindi indigent, yung korte po ang mag-uutos na PAO ang maging lawyer. May I know if there's a court order for the PAO to act as the lawyer of Marcelino?
There is no court order yet because he has not yet been arraigned, Your Honors. That's why we filed a motion for suspension of arraignment and suspension of the issuance of the warrant because the court in RTC has already rendered a decision that the evidence of the prosecution is
po.
weak.
So,
So hindi
again,
lang po indigent ang aming kliyente. Pwede po kami kahit congressman
okay,
biglang kinulong.
naintindihan na po namin
Opo.
yun. As head of PAO and reading the mandate of PAO, Attorney Acosta has taken it upon herself to decide that PAO should provide the legal assistance. So, that's done. But anyway, meron pa po, ano po yung Chairman Ace, ano po yung hinihiling kay Attorney Acosta?
Mr. Chairman, hinihiling ko lang na in all the appearances of Colonel Marcelino and Attorney Acosta in all the media forums that are available, sana ho they refrain from discussing the merits of the case because there are instances where I personally saw Attorney Acosta speaking about the merits of the case of the Colonel Marcelino. So yun lamang po. This is just a reminder.
Anyway, we don't
Otherwise, I will have to move, Mr. Chairman, that we reprimand. If she insists on talking about this issue again and again and again, I have no, and I will be compelled to ask the committee to reprimand the good attorney. That's
Thank
all,
you.
Madam Chair.
Siguro, this does not need an explanation, Attorney Acosta. Please be guided accordingly para po yung ating proceeding ay mas maging mabilis. Dahil mas gusto po ng taong maalaman kung ano pa yung mga mas importanteng bagay that perhaps can be shared by General Bukayo.